I don't really believe that my kids are safe in school anymore.
Papa, what's the interior?
We're all trying to kid ourselves into thinking this problem isn't real.
Last month at East High, the problem was all too real. Again, a kid with a gun, 2 staff members shot, hundreds traumatized.
Yeah, I think the schools are a reflection of the broader society.
To try to understand what educators are up against, we asked for photos of the guns confiscated in the metro area's biggest school districts. Denver Public Schools refused. But Adams 12, Aurora, Cherry Creek, and Jeffco turned them over. Images that might shock some.
We're all in some pretty hard denial about what's really happening.
But were no surprise to Jesse Sushinsky or to Erica Ryder.
You know, there are other countries where this is not their daily reality, and I think we forget that this doesn't have to be this way.
They're members of a group called Here for the Kids, which is committed to doing something about gun violence.
And I think we need to get real about where we are in the world in terms of violence and gun violence.
The photos show part of that reality. 18 guns taken since the start of the 2021-22 school year in both Aurora Public Schools and Cherry Creek Schools, 6 in Jeffco, and 2 more in Adams 12. One had 3 fully loaded magazines, others extended magazines.
Whatever gun control legislation we have is not enough. It's not keeping guns out of the hands of children or anybody else, really. They are everywhere, and they are easy to get.
A problem they see is much bigger than schools.
It's really about addressing the systems that lead to why our kids are feeling they need to weaponize themselves. We've normalized violence everywhere.
This is just one small piece of the difficult issue of youth gun violence. Safe to tell, the hotline created after the Columbine tragedy recorded 336 gun reports during the 2021-22 school year. Those ran the gamut from a student actually having a gun to talking about getting a gun or using a gun.
It is alarming to see the photographs, of course, and to hear the numbers. I wanted to ask you about DPS not participating in the story. Any thoughts as to why they, as opposed to those other metro schools, weren't forthcoming?
They declined to release those pictures, saying that they were afraid that it would cause panic and fear in the community among students and administrators. And they also said that they thought that releasing the photographs could possibly aid a future school shooter by giving insight into their security procedures. We disagreed with that. We went back and forth quite a bit, but at the end of the day, they would not provide those photographs. These other districts provided them.
They do have them, though.
They do have them. They have a policy that requires them to take them.
It really doesn't matter. If you see the gun, the knife, I mean, they're all disturbing. Knife can be deadly, and like parents and students aren't naive. We know this is happening, so you want to know.
You do, and what I kept thinking about when I saw these pictures was how many of these look like a weapon a police officer would be carrying.
Oh.
And they're being carried by teenagers.
I think the pictures make a big difference. It's much like many of the cases that we've talked about that now when you see video of what happens, security video, surveillance video, body camera video, it changes the way you see an incident.
Exactly.
The visual part of it
you
is
realize,
much more visceral, and I think those photographs are very affecting, to say the least.
I agree.
Thank you, Kevin.